Okay, and welcome back to softtonic.com. I'm Alex, and here again I am with another iOS game, as it happens in this case. I believe it's available on Android and PC and many other platforms. And I've been worried all day about pronouncing this name because I'm not very good at it. I always seem to come up with some new pronunciation every time I try and say it. So I'm going to say this game is called Botanicula, and then I'm going to try and stick with that pronunciation for the rest of this. I might mess up. Okay, so and continue. Now this is a beautiful game. Now before this the developers made a game called Machinarium, which was equally kind of beautiful, but that was kind of post-destroyed industrial kind of thing. This one is very natural. This guy pops up to prove me wrong, because he really does look quite mechanical. But it's all natural, and you're this collection of seeds. These, if you see to the left of that kind of pig drum, are the seeds, and they tapping around the screen moves around. It's a classic point and click adventure. In that case, you do just tap, the little arrow comes up to show you what I'm doing, and they go back and forth to wherever they are on the screen. If there's a problem to solve, you can tap on them and select which one of the 5 seeds is gonna complete the task you're trying to do. Now in this case, I obviously want that key. I don't have to do anything, or maybe I do, because the flying guy there is being warned off by this little weasel. So tapping on them ain't doing anything. Tapping on it again, off he goes. Maybe I've got to do something to distract him. And it is very much one of these puzzle games. It sets essentially quite basic tasks, and your goal is to solve the problems. So what happened there, evidently, was I tapped on the as I am calling him, the pig drum, which which made this little creature attack him. He ran off, and hopefully that is in some way the solution to this problem. But it might not be. As you can see, it's this kind of gorgeous, lush visual design. It's very organic, and it's got something very similar to the Monty Python kind of art style in there, especially when they cheer. You got this which, if you've seen any of the Python sketches or the Holy Grail, is very similar to that. Now, tapping that, it flips up, and clearly it might be something worth talking to, so chatting to him. And here's the point of the game. You're not just solving problems. These kind of spider things have come. They've taken the seed of the tree. Now you're in this kind of tree of life, which is the home to all these fantastical creatures. And as he just showed, let's call him up again. His friend was taken by the. I've just had an idea. His friend was taken by them or eaten by them, and is now gone. And hopefully, if you can get him some help, you can. If not, it's just a sad tale. But all of the story is told like this. It's all very it's unexplained, it's silent, and it just kind of plays out through these little animations that you see throughout. And that is why it's kind of beautiful. Now this is some kind of puzzle. It's a shame because I didn't want to start too far into the game, so this is quite early on, but I haven't played much of it. So there we go, we can grab that. So I don't necessarily 100% know what we're after at the moment. Oh! What's going on here? We're riding a bee. Who's got the key? And off we go. Giving you an example of the beautiful art there. Ooh. And now we're all floating, possibly in honey. And we're going to ride the walnut-looking dude. Now we obviously need to get that key rather. And who have we got? Now this little guy can light up, but he also can float. So obviously not the right guy for this situation. What about the fungus? He can do laps, literally laps, but no joy. Now I can't imagine the flying guy is going to be much use, but no, good idea. Probably not a good spot for you. The twig? Can he reach? He's got pretty long arms, but ooh, maybe we can chain people together here. Oh wow, okay. See, I'm constantly still discovering new... Oh, clearly not quick enough. I'm still constantly discovering their abilities and ways to do things. Ooh. So this guy, I already knew his ability was to grow. I didn't realise it was to grow quite this much. Or quite this. quite as quickly or not. I have a limited number here, so it's a little bit little bit of guesswork going on here. I think I've got it now though, or not. Oh, come on! But this is actually talking to one of my bigger problems with the game. While it is beautiful and in fact a lot of fun in the way it kind of tells it's... I've just done the same thing again, haven't I? This is the problem with talking and playing. While there are dozens of ways to play, or rather, while there are dozens of solutions to problems, actually working out what they are, yes! Working out what they are takes a little bit more trial and error rather than skill. Now we see there I've got 5 keys to collect, which is a fair few, but I get back here quite easily at least. Now I think we can just run over there, and then obviously one of the keys goes in this pea pod. Not as easily as I might have expected though. Way! As I said, very Monty Python. If I'm having problems, well, this gives you, or not problems rather, this gives you kind of a summation of what you've found in the game. So far there was that bug there, pig drum as I've called him, this little guy, these mushrooms who clearly gave me some kind of hallucinogenic earlier because I went all trippy. Not me personally, obviously, the game. And this kind of flying pig thing. There's a lot of pigs. It's not a pig at all, is it? But flying thing. An eye worm, a fly, and these guys who are just like little bullies of the tree. Not necessarily evil, but pushing me around. Now, is there any way of getting... And here's the other problem I have been finding, is that you can't necessarily always rely on it to know what you want to do. Like, I would... Then it knew I wanted to go to the left, but there have been a couple of times where I've been tapping around the area that I think I should be going to, and it doesn't seem to be too willing to listen, which is a pain. It'd be really nice if I could get past that puzzle. Down I go. We'll see if we can do that then. This chap... Nabbin? Yeah, just... There's the other thing, you don't know what's relevant, so there is a lot of tapping, a lot of experiment. There's the evil jobby. Now, before I hid behind a leaf and then ran away. This time I don't have a leaf. And they're just not willing to go. Okay. But there is a lot of that. I like this leaf here is... Oh, it does do something. Before I was poking around at that and it wasn't behaving. Oh, and it seems to be some kind of map to where I need to go. Is it where I am or where I need to go? Let's find out. Yeah, it's where I am. Okay. Going down here. He's not going to talk to me. Is he going to talk to me? Here we go. And this is another piece of the kind of way they tell a story in the game. This tells the story of your tree of life that's currently being consumed, and how over the years, days and nights, the moon spinning around there as the time progresses, which is an elegant way of doing that. It's setting its seeds and expanding. And now we, in fact, are kind of guarding the last seed, and the aim is to plant it somewhere. Because otherwise, you're not going to have a home. It's kind of like the most bizarre kind of... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, give me that, whatever it was. It's kind of the weirdest kind of caravan in the world. No, don't eat him. Oh. Oh, well, that looks a little bit over-ambitious there. Bird. No? Oh, okay. I'm just going to run away from that. It's quite creepy. But yeah, at the moment I'm in one of those situations where I don't really have any clue where to go. I mean, I've seen that one key that I'm not quite sure how to get that's past the others. See if we can get that now. Maybe he's... But here's the problem, because I want to kind of... I want to trial and error with them and see if there's anything to be done with that. Oh, maybe I've got something by pulling down that. If he jumps up on it again. Put it down for the first time. Yes! Okay. And now if I tap the key... Oh, now he just moves. Now he just moves. That would have been easier in the first place. You couldn't have done that before. Aha, we have the key. So yeah, you have to prod around all over the place in the world, which is fine, except sometimes you feel like you're not being given the tools you necessarily need. Now, as you see, I now have 2 keys. I haven't seen any more keys, and I'm not 100% sure how to get out of this place. Oh. Oh. Well, wasn't expecting that, to be sure. Okay. Off they go. Now maybe I can go around underneath now? Maybe they're gonna... No, they're not gonna drop off a key. Nope. No clue. Just weirdness. But that's the whole game. It's got all of these beautiful different creatures. I'm not going to play the next puzzle because you're probably already got an idea. If you like... Well, if you saw what you were meant to be doing when I couldn't, or if you were getting frustrated at the fact that you couldn't see what I would be doing, what I should be doing, you're going to have some idea as to whether this is going to frustrate you or whether it's going to delight you. Certainly the art style and the way the story unfolds, the game unfolds, are absolutely gorgeous. It just it is very much a point-and-click game in the sense that you have to be inside the developer's head to have the knowledge of how they want you to solve puzzles and think about it. Now, I have played a bit more of the game previously. I've completely blanked the solution to this puzzle, but it does change. The environments change, and like some of them glow. The stretchy ones. The solutions to puzzles are many and varied, and it's well worth a try. Thank you, and watch more of our videos on Soft Tonic.